I get a chance to sit back and relax for a second during this 30 to 45 minutes, right? Absolutely not. I got a lot of work to do. So every single dog in my team needs a massage and a stretch out.
Oh my gosh.
Now this is important, not just because the dogs like it, obviously, but these dogs just ran 40 to 60 miles for me. So I need to make sure that I work out any kinks in their muscles. It's also going to ensure that if there's anything going on, any soreness or problems, I'm going to find it when I do that. So really important to do that right now. I'll also be checking their feet. Our dogs, again, they run thousands of miles on these feet, so it's really important to take care of those feet. So I'll be looking at toenails, pads, inside the foot. I'll probably put some ointment in there to keep it nice and healthy. Once that's all done, hopefully my water here is ready. I've got a cooler back here. Now that cooler is not meant to keep anything cool at all, quite the opposite. It is meant to keep things warm. I'm going to make a hot meal in there for my dogs. So I'm going to take high performance dry dog food. It's got 2 to 3 times the amount of fat and protein of your normal dog food. It's very high octane. You probably don't want to feed it to your dogs at home. And then I'm going to take some of that frozen meat and fat that I have. It's all going to go in that cooler, and I'm going to put the hot water in there. That's going to thaw out all that meat, but it's also going to soak into that dry kibble really fast. And here's why that's important. When you're running in the wintertime, when it's cold outside, whether you're a human or a dog, you don't think that you are as thirsty as you actually are. So our dogs are the same way, and I'm going to have to hydrate them somehow. Now, a lot of the dogs will just drink water, but some of them will dump over their bowl because they just want the meat and the kibble. But since I soaked up that kibble with that hot water, when they go to eat the kibble, they're going to get water. So I kind of trick them into drinking water. All right, now my dogs have full bellies. They're all massaged out. They've got nice dog beds. I got a couple more things I need to do before I can take a nap here. So first of all, I should probably eat some food too, right? I'm kind of hungry.
When do you eat?
Yeah, so we vacuum seal our meals. It was actually sitting in my cooker pot there, so I have a hot meal too. Yeah, because remember, everything's frozen.
Right.
So, and then once that's done, I need to go through my drop bags and repack for my next run. I have another 6-hour run after this. So I've got to make sure I'm all organized and ready to go. Once that's done, I can grab my Arctic rated sleeping bag, snuggle up next to my team, and take a little bit of a nap. Usually at this point, I've got about 45 minutes to an hour and a half to sleep. Wow. Once I get up, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to check on my dogs, see how they're doing. Now, let's say one of my dogs was a little bit sore, so I get him up, I'm going to walk him around, try and loosen up those muscles, but he's not looking good. So I don't want him to keep running, right? I don't want to risk further injury. Plus, you never want to run an injured dog. So I'm going to go ahead and drop him. That means he is staying behind. The veterinarians that are here and the volunteers are going to take care of him until he can be sent home. And then I'm going to come back to the rest of my team. Everybody gets a brand new set of dog booties. Now, these set us back a pretty penny. It is $1 per booty, $4 per dog, $64 for a 16-dog team.
And you do it
pretty much twice a day. Yeah. So on a 1,000-mile race, you'll spend anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 on booties alone.
That's not counting the food and the...
not counting food or anything else.
Now, you said you leave an injured dog behind.
Hold on just a second. I'm not quite done.
Okay.
So I'm going to come back to the rest of my team. Everybody gets a brand new set of dog booties on. We're going to head on down the trail. So we'll keep doing that 6 on, 6 off over and over again until we hit the end of the trail. Now, let's say we had 16 dogs, right? We now have 15. You're not allowed to add any replacements.
Oh, you're not?
No, you may not.
Oh, my.
You may not. So you have to finish in most races with at least 6 dogs. You don't need that many dogs to pull you, and you don't have to drop dogs just because they're injured. Maybe you're running a bunch of males for some reason, and you only have one female and she comes into heat. Well, it might be easier just to drop her. I've dropped dogs because I was irritated with them. I didn't think they had a very good attitude, and I didn't want them in my team anymore. So there's lots of different reasons why you might drop a dog, not just for illness or
But what
injury.
about the balancing, though? Like you're saying, you take away one dog from one side.
It doesn't really matter.
matter?
No, it doesn't really seem to make a difference.
So they're adaptable to... They're not used to just going on one side and...
Yeah, and I actually run a completely different setup where it's much easier for the dogs to go on whatever side, which is better in the wintertime because, because you're going to be going through really technically difficult terrain. So if you're going through weird curves and stuff, both dogs can swing way to the side, you know. So. All right, I want to make sure that we have enough time for our puppy.